I've been an holistic esthetician for about 16 years now. And then I was originally, when I first started working for myself, I had a spa set up in my home. And then 2 weeks before COVID, I signed a lease for my first brick and mortar location. About 5 years ago, I started down my like personal development path. I remember my very first life coach said to me, like, oh, you might want to be a coach someday. And I was like, no. Somewhere on my path, I did realize that coaching was going to be in my future. I just didn't know in what capacity. And I launched my intuitive mindset program in January. I still, even though I launched my program, I still wasn't really clear on my niche, my soul client, kind of what direction I really wanted. I hadn't what I thought was an idea until I did this course. That was not my idea originally. Like energy aspect that drew me to it. In your background as well, because not many courses really incorporate that portion of it. And I've always been drawn to spiritual things or energetic things. And it was an easy decision for me once I came across it. I did take longer than 6 days. I took a few days off kind of here and there, but definitely no longer than like 10 days, I would say. Easy. Like I said, not the material easy, but the process of going through it was really like clear, easy to understand, beautiful layout. It was, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Well, on the second day, there was some resistance for whatever reason, just whether it was the way the questions were or there was a block there. But other than that, I wouldn't say there was challenges, as long as like, if I did feel resistance or if one day it just wasn't going to happen, then I would just recognize that and be aware of that and pick it up the next day or whenever I felt better or more in alignment and ready to do the process.
The resistance often come, actually. You're not the only person, if that helps. And this is like, it's not everybody's cup of tea to kind of do the inner work. And
Right.
this is exactly a part of it. And that's why resistance actually comes out.
I think that discovering the answers that I've been looking for were right in front of my face this entire time, but I just couldn't see it. So I found that really interesting. I kind of actually chuckled to myself a little bit, like, oh my God, like how could I not figure that out? Getting out of your own head and not trying to force it. And then just having the right questions, just got it out. Was able to kind of see things from a different perspective. That I'm a lot more qualified than I thought I was.
Yeah, we don't often see that, like how much you really know, right?
I liked that it wasn't your typical cookie cutter, create your avatar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the dry stuff.
Yeah. So I liked that it was just out of the box, unique.
Oh, good. And that kind of gave you the different perspective of how to.
Exactly. I needed that. Yeah. Well, it's still pretty recent, so we haven't done too much as far as implementing it, but it definitely has opened up my creativity. I do feel more confident for sure, because I now realize like, oh, it's not just what I've learned from this course in the past few months, it's the last almost 20 years. So I definitely feel more confident, but then definitely more creativity. I have a lot more ideas now on how I can serve and help other women, and lots of ideas of things I would like to create to get that process going. I would say, what do you have to lose compared to what do you have to gain? Like the clarity and the frustration is gone and forcing things is gone. And it was definitely worth it. I'm very happy I did it. I'm really excited to go from this point. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you, Shana.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for creating it.